Hey, what's up guys? Brian Savage here with you. I got the bench in a different location. Same bench, kind of the same shot here. That light's a little bright here. Let's get this out of the way. There we go. And today is going to be the first of a series of videos. And the only thing I've done here to do this unboxing is covered up my address and all that good stuff. Because, you know, I don't want you to send me things I don't want, you know what I mean? Anyway, as you can see where it's shipped from, The Fretwire in Farmington, Utah. The Fretwire. This is a company that has some DIY things, such as guitar kits, some luthier supplies, bass kits, double necks, things like that. You can get pickups. I think they sell some Seymour Duncan things. Things like that from them. This is supposed to be a overdrive and a delay pedal. So, let's see what we get here. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it. Now this, again, I'm going to build these as well. And I do not have a video editing software. I don't know if I've said this before. I actually just use my iPad to record all this. Actually an iPad mini. Okay, let's see what we got here. It just says what's in it. It says it's the delay pedal and overdrive pedal and where it's from, all that good stuff. Okay. Always make sure you check this stuff. It's just simply paper. Alright, so we have one bag marked delay. Has all the components in it. And that's going to be interesting. Anyway, as I was saying, I record with my iPad. And in doing so, I don't have any way of editing the I don't have any video editing software, so it's just a straight upload is what I use. And so I'm going to have to do this in a bunch of series because it's probably going to be kind of boring watching me solder all these components. Overdrive components. We got transistors, resistors, capacitors, some screws, the LED, and I tell you, it looks like quality components. For instance, I don't know if you'll be able to see inside the bag or not, but yeah, you can see it. That is the LED, in a nice little metal housing already, strung through. That's nice. Nice knobs. So far, it looks like quality components. Now, I don't know if if they're able to do this on all their pedals, but online they showed both the overdrive and the delay having a black housing, and these feel like pretty good housings. And I asked if I could change the color of the housing, and they make several other ones. They have a tremolo, they have a, see if I can remember, a tremolo, a boost, a fuzz, and I think that's it, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. A boost, this one, yeah, a tremolo. Anyway, they showed the tremolo having a red housing, and they showed the boost having a glitter silver housing, and it showed these two having black housings. And he said since these particular ones were not pre-drilled, that I could change the color of housing. Now I don't know if they do that for everybody, but all I did was just simply go to their website, click on the Contact Us, send them an email through the Contact Us, and within I would say about 2 hours, and I think the reason is I did it early in the morning and I'm on East Coast time and they're out of Utah. So I think it was when they got in, the first thing they did was go through and answer the emails. Guy named Sam, thank you Sam if you watch this. responded very quickly, very politely, and I was able to switch out the housing colors. So if you have that in mind, get a hold of them. Now, they also have, if you look in their frequent asked questions, they have a lot of talk about customizing their guitar build kits, and I believe they're a lot less customizable, if customizable at all. All right. Nice. Good aluminum housing. Looks like the threads in it pre-tapped. They look nice. That looks nice. Now something I might do, because it doesn't look like there's one in here, and there is not, as far as I can tell. This part here, where it fits around right there, where it fits right up against that, I'll probably take just a small bit of silicone and run just the tiniest bead of silicone all the way around that, and then let it dry on there. That way whenever I screw this down on here, after it dries, it won't stick to this as bad. It won't last if you're taking this on and off a lot, but I'll be honest with you, you know, I don't plan on keeping these. I plan on just building them and selling them and moving on and doing some more, because I'm doing this for the fun of it. I have quite a bit of effects that I use now, that I have now, that honestly, quite honestly, I don't use. I have a 3-channel amplifier with boost, and that's pretty much all I use, with a touch of reverb, which is built into the amp. What can I say? I'm a rock and roller. Ooh, nice. No, that's sharp. Let's take a look inside it. Same thing. It's a little jagged inside. I may go ahead and take a file and go around and ease that edge just a bit. It felt like this red one was, yeah, that one's a little more rolled, but I'll probably even do that to this one as well. Just roll this very edge right here from whenever it's cast. It makes it really sharp. Plus, like I said, I'll do the silicone trick on the plates, so that'll help keep it from cutting that silicone as bad. It's got a little play in it. That's good. Give me some room to put that in there. Yeah. This, I love this. This is a gray with a lot of sparkle in it, but it's really tasteful. Now, the back plate of it, you won't probably be able to make it out, but it's kind of orange peeled on the back. Not bad. But the front, man, it's, for a thick glitter like this, man, it's really, really smooth. Water transfers, I think, is what I'm going to try to do for this. I don't know. I may get all crazy and do hieroglyphs, like some kind of orange deal or something. Especially on this one, aluminum contrasting through, and take my little Dremel and make hieroglyphs for the components. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep this one under 10 minutes. Let's open up the overdrive, because this is the one I want to build first. It comes with the 4 screws to screw it in. Stick them back in the bag right off the bat. Take a look at this. This looks interesting. Oh wow. Oh wow. How about that? They even label these 10K. 1 meg. I know it's hard to read, but it's pretty easy for me. 1K. Real tiny. I mean, a fine point pen, they wrote. Will it focus? No. 470K. This is definitely, and it's so funny, but this is definitely it's another 470K. So I wonder where that one's separated, but we'll find out later.
definitely made in China. Definitely, no doubt about it. And I can tell by that handwriting. I used to work for a manufacturer that manufactured their product in China. And ooh, we may have a bad piece here. It's okay, because it's a socket, I believe. It is a socket. We got a bent leg on that chip. Kind of common, but not good. This is what's really not good. I want to hopefully straighten all of them out. On the socket to go in the PCB for that chip, look how them legs are bent. To keep the transistor's legs from bending, they taped it over a piece of cardboard. Oh, look at the little teeny pot. And we got diodes here. And they have a red label on them, which is neat, I guess, to make sure that you know that they're diodes. Looks like just two different styles, and they're separated. Couple capacitors. 47, 47, 47, 100. 32. 10. And 1. Okay, so that's all those components. We'll leave them all laid out here because we're going to start building on this thing today. Again, it's going to be a lot of series of videos. Open this pack real quick and let me show you what comes in here. Again, LED, knobs, potentiometers, those look good. Again, some bent legs. Maybe they should cardboard those. Solder. They send you solder. That's nice. A big nice with a bolt, metal bolt, but it is on plastic. Input the jacks. Not going to say I'm a big fan of these. I may use different ones than these. Nice switch. Looks triple pole, double throw, so that'll be true bypass. Even comes with some two-sided taped rubber feet for the bottom of it. The battery, which will probably never get used. I will put it in it, but probably will never get used. And some wire to run it all. One collar, unfortunately. May change some of that as well. And okay, PCB. I'm going to look at this through the light for a second, guys. Nice. Very nice runs. Very precise. Big holes for the jacks and the switch and all that stuff to go right in there. Plenty of room. I like. That's a nice PCB. Really nice. Good and thick. Printed well. Very legible. The screen printing on it. I guess that's how they do it. Screen print it. Very, very legible. This is going to be a breeze. Yeah. And the instructions. Now, this is all the instructions there is. A parts list. And that's how it all goes on there. You definitely are going to need some prior knowledge in soldering skills and basic electronics to build one of these. But not much. For instance, when you look at this board, it has all that stuff printed on it. You know, for instance, 10K. Okay, so I look down and I take one of these marked 10K.
and I bend the legs to where it sets. I mean, this thing's laid out to where, look how that fits. I mean, they're laid out perfect. There's for the diodes and how it goes with the line on it. With some real basic electronic knowledge, I think that anybody could build one of these, and I can't wait. Absolutely cannot wait. So, again, I'm going to do a bunch of videos. This is going to be the first one. I've already run 15 minutes, and that's about the longest I want to run these. So it's probably going to take a lot of videos to make this happen. Again, we're going to do the overdrive, and I think that I'm going to put the overdrive in the red housing. I like that. So that's going to be the overdrive housing, and I think I'm going to use this one for the delay. And I'm really going to take my time, and this is what I suggest you do, is take your time and really think about what you're doing. Think about how these components are going to go into these spaces, and you know, lay it out in your mind, lay it out on paper if you have to, dry fit, test fit, make sure everything's working there. And when you're laying all this stuff out, center punch, you know, your holes so your drill bit doesn't drift, and put a big scratch across it. That'd be horrendous, and you got to repaint the whole thing. Really take your time. Think about when you're laying these out, how these knobs are going to go, and all that. So anyway, I got plenty of time ahead of me, plenty of work ahead of me, and if you're interested in this kind of stuff, again, check out thefretwire.com, and I'll write that website in the description below. And Sam at The Fretwire in Utah, thank you very much. Guys, go check them out if you're interested in doing something. I did quite a bit of shopping around, and bang for your buck component-wise, I think they're really hard to beat. It looks like good quality components that will work very well, and little things like putting in the socket to put the chip in, the chip socket. You know, a lot of people won't add that in there because it's unnecessary. You can just solder this straight to the board. This makes it really nice and easy. So hats off, kudos guys. Again, the only thing I would probably comment on that I'd do different is how you cardboard and taped those. How you cardboard and taped those. Do these. And two of the pots were wrecked too, right out the bag. So, and there's no real, I mean, you can see this corner of the box is dented in and stuff like that. I mean, it's going to happen in shipping. Although I gotta say, they're packed nice. There's no scratches on any of the stuff, and you've seen the packing I pulled out. So that's my only suggestion, guys, is if you would do that on these components as well, tell the factory to start doing that. Save me some trouble, and ooh, some of them pretty bad, and I hope I don't break them. So share the music, share the love. TheFretWire.com. Check them out. Thanks so much. Peace out.